Welcome back to the Cemetery Wanderer channel, History Buffs. Today we're diving into the turbulent and fascinating life of Isabella of France, the she-wolf who turned the tides of English history. Born in 1295 to King Philip IV of France, Isabella's life was anything but ordinary. Isabella was married to Edward II of England at just 12 years old, a political move to strengthen the alliance between France and England. But her marriage was far from a fairy tale. Edward II was more interested in his male favorites, particularly Piers Gaveston, than in his young bride. Isabella's early years in England were marked by neglect and political strife. Edward lavished titles and wealth on Gaveston, causing a rift with the nobility and his queen. Despite this, Isabella played the dutiful wife and queen, even bearing Edward 4 children. But the queen's patience had limits. Gaveston was eventually executed by the barons, but Edward found a new favorite in Hugh Despenser the Younger. The Despensers' greed and cruelty pushed the kingdom to the brink of civil war. Isabella's own lands were seized, and she was humiliated by the king's blatant disregard. Isabella wasn't one to be pushed around, though. In 1325, she traveled to France under the guise of a diplomatic mission, but refused to return to England. Instead, she allied with Roger Mortimer, an exiled nobleman. Together, they raised an army, invaded England, and overthrew Edward II. Edward II was captured and forced to abdicate in favor of his and Isabella's son, Edward III. The deposed king met a grisly end in captivity, a fate shrouded in mystery and scandal. Isabella and Mortimer ruled as regents for the young Edward III, but their rule was marked by excess and tyranny. In 1330, Edward III, now of age, seized power from his mother and Mortimer. Mortimer was executed, and Isabella was imprisoned in Castle Rising. She lived out her days in relative comfort, eventually retiring to a religious life. Isabella of France died in 1358, leaving behind a legacy of intrigue, rebellion, and transformation. She was a queen who refused to be a pawn, a mother who fought for her son's throne, and a woman who reshaped the course of English history. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through the life of Isabella of France. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more hidden tales from history with me, the Cemetery Wanderer.